Welcome to Story Shows. We are going to read Bunny Party, and it's written and illustrated by Rosemary Wells. You are invited to a bunny party today at 3 p.m. Yes? No? Max, said Max's sister Ruby, it's time for Grandma's birthday party. And Max wound up his jelly ball shooter spider. The spider shot red, blue, and yellow jelly balls. I sent out 10 party invitations, Max, said Ruby. All the guests wrote back and checked the yes box. Will you help me put out the name cards? 1 is Rapunzel, 2 is Curly Shirley, 3 is the Tooth Fairy, 4 and 5 are Mr. and Mrs. Quack, 6 is Pinocchio, and 7 is Walkie Talkie Teddy Bear. Then there's me, you, and Grandma. But Max did not like any of Ruby's guests. He wanted to put his jelly ball shooter, his ear splitter space cadet, and his can't sit up slug in the chairs next to Grandma's place. No, Max, said Ruby. Grandma hates spiders and slugs and space cadets. Grandma wants to sit between Rapunzel and the Tooth Fairy. Max pushed the red button on Space Cadet's ear splitter space siren. Ruby put all the guests in their chairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stuffed guests, Max, said Ruby. Ruby went to get snappers and candy kisses. Max took the crown and wig off Rapunzel and put them on his spider. Then Max put Rapunzel in his own seat and the jelly ball shooter spider in Rapunzel's seat. Ruby filled the favor baskets with kisses. She did not notice the spider. That's funny, Max, said Ruby. All the guests are in their seats, but there are only 2 chairs left for Grandma, you, and me. I must have counted wrong, Max, said Ruby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ruby did not know where the extra guest had come from. I will have to set another place, Max, said Ruby. Max fetched his can't-sit-up slug. He put the Tooth Fairy's magic wand and wings on the slug. Then he sat the slug in the Tooth Fairy seat and moved the Tooth Fairy to another seat. Ruby came back with a new place setting. She did not notice the slug. Something's wrong, Max, said Ruby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guests. Somewhere there are 2 extra guests. It must be a bad counting day. We need another chair. Max took his ear splitter space cadet and dressed him in Mrs. Quack's sun hat and veil. Then he put the space cadet into Grandma's seat. How many people at this table, Max? Said Ruby. 9, 3, 2, said Max. There are 10 guests now, said Ruby. Suddenly, Grandma knocked at the door. Max introduced Grandma to the jelly ball shooter spider and the ear splitter space cadet. The can't-sit-up slug slumped in its chair. I have just discovered 3 uninvited guests, said Ruby. How exciting, said Grandma. Grandma made sure that the uninvited guests had all their snappers and their candy kisses and their favorite flavors of ice cream. And that is the end of the story. Max and Ruby, Bunny Party. What a fun story. Another one by Rosemary Wells. Thank you for spending some of your time here at Story Shows. That's super groovy. And as I like to say, peace be, harmony. I am out.